Alrighty, so we should be recording now. So I just traveled to Merlin, and I've got a couple missions here. Um, I am trying to work on Lyran Commonwealth in the Free Worlds League. No one of those missions here, obviously. But I'm working my way over there, taking missions to get to that point, over to that region of space. Um, you know, I think I'm going to go big. Developing situation, some company. Bioweapons. So I've done this mission before, a couple. I've been playing long enough that the number of missions I have are pretty slim at this point. I've seen them all. So, pirates taking control of the cache site. Probably going to be some turrets. Negotiate. At this point, I do not need the money. So I am maxing salvage. At this point, my reputation for everybody except the Free Worlds League, Lyran Commonwealth, are pretty high. So I don't need to bump the reputation. It's going to accept. Capture the base you saw there. It's a desert planet, which kind of sucks. It is what it is. I did just convert a bunch of these to get rid of some of my lasers. You can see, no lasers. No lasers. I've got a couple lasers chucked into these. A couple lasers on that Highlander still. No lasers. No lasers. One laser. One little medium laser. And he's got a medium laser. That's mostly just to take out center torsos. I did want to try this Atlas, which is the guy with the laser. I'm going to take him out. How much armor does he have? 1280, 1280, 1280. They're all pretty much the same. I'm going to drop in this Atlas. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put in the HT. Just reworked this. Got rid of a bunch of those. As much as I love the pulse lasers and everything, they're just... This thing was a heat pig, so I'm going to give this a try. Alrighty. I think I am good. Actually, you know what? Let me try... You know what? I will actually leave this here. This is a 5 skull mission. I'm going to leave this here. The next 4 skull mission, I will try one of the Highlanders or one of the Victors maybe, that I removed the lasers from. I think I'm good to go. Chosen a bunch of pilots with initiative. Having Master Tactician gives me +1 initiative, which is nice. It's me to act a little bit faster. With this, also, if I reserve, which you only do if you have more than 1 initiative, will drop your stability damage, which is nice. I got 2 with sensor locks. There, no sensor lock. Sensor lock. Sensor lock, sensor lock. Everybody with sensor locks, don't I? I wanted to have a couple with bulwark. Where is... Let's see. Oh. Thanks, pilot. Okay, so there's a bulwark. I was looking to get... Yeah, I wanted a couple pilots that had bulwark and Master Tactician. Oh, there's one. Duh! It's right there. So, in the Atlas, that's exactly where I wanted. LRM-20, Atlas, LRM-6. If I can get a missile boat in here, that's where I'll put that. We're going to start. Enough screwing around. I don't know why this game loads so slow. I've played plenty of games. I played Crisis. I've got plenty of MMOs. Do not load this slow. This game is running off my regular drive. I've got an SSD, but I pretty much, since it's so limited on space, I pretty much just run my OS on there. I've got a decent graphics card. I got 8 gigs of RAM. Computer's a little old, but this game I don't think should be running as slow as it does for what it does. It might just be... how they've written the game. So we will just wait. Normally I wouldn't start the recording until I got into the mission, but we'll see how this goes. So as you can see, I chose max pay, at the bare minimum. I pushed everything for salvage. I just don't need the money. I've got enough money that I could, not earn anything for, a year, and not even dent what I've got in the bank. This is what I'm talking about. You can see the wheel at the top. It didn't even move, which is kind of strange. I don't know what this game is doing that it takes so long to load. And it's not just load screens, it's like getting out of combat, getting into combat, even loading the game just as a fresh, continuing your campaign, and just runs really slowly. Here we go. Actually, wasn't too bad. Description again, no big deal. Capture the base. And I've seen this map before. No surprise. One of the mistakes I made early on was I was frequently trying to, do some kind of pincer movement where I had half my lance coming from the left and half coming from the right. And occasionally you'd come in and realize that they'd come in with some reserves, and those two mechs would be isolated or couldn't get to where I needed them to be in time, and I ended up really having an awful time because half my lance was going up against a full lance of enemy. So these days I just keep everybody nice close together. I don't let anybody get too far ahead. Right now I'm going to reserve. I want them to come to me so that they're the ones to get just without of range and not be able to attack. I can move just in range after them and then take that attack. Yet another reason to have initiative of 2. That Master Tactician, that's gold. Quick draw! A little bit of quick draw. He's a heavy. We're running assaults. 185 right there. What do we got? Oh, full alpha. Center torso. And my aim is pretty shitty, but it is what it is. He took quite a decent bit there. Less than 100 points, so I can get one more, right there. I can get one AC, hit that center torso, and he's toast. Oh, it's a Demolisher. I hate those things. I'm going to alpha that Demolisher. He's more of a threat than that mech is. There we go. I need to be careful with my heat. I normally tend to do lots of alphas. We're in the desert. Right there. Heat sinks are only at 85%. That's going to suck if I'm not careful. So, there's my Atlas. I cannot quite get my Atlas in range, but he is my tank. His strength bar to speed him up, but I'm going to sit his ass right there in front so he can take all the damage. My Highlander. He's got plenty of LRM ammo, so I can use him as my missile boat. Just see if we can do some stability damage. At this point, I don't really care where he hits, I just need that stability damage. But now, I'm actually going to save my missile ammo. And you see, I did use both of them, even though one was enough to take him out, just because with the 1.1 update, accuracy's pretty shitty. And as you saw, that first autocannon actually missed the center torso, so it's a pretty good thing that I actually did use both of them. Now that I've taken out everybody who's in range, I'm going to reserve. Let them come to me. Couple autocannon hits. The Atlas laughs. She says heavy damage, 50 damage to that torso. 50 damage to the center torso. We're just laughing. That was one alpha. You can see it's quite a bit of heat. The crabs tend to be a little heat heavy. But when you look at what I'm firing, 10 SRMs and 10 LRMs and 2 AC-20s, that is a shit ton of damage, so it's not unexpected that I'm going to run into some heat problems. And I'm okay with that. You can see. Plus, I've got enough. All my pilots are maxed, so I've got quite a bit of heat space in there. Ooh, that was bad. You whiny little puss. Alright, let's see what we got here. Actually, I'm going to move the crab up first. Make sure my facing's good. Space to move faster. Now, we're going to Demolisher. He's got some pretty good damage already. A little bit left there. Something there. Instead of calling shots, I'm just actually going to go for a multiple. Oh. I'm going to let that go. I'll do that. See if I can take the autocannon. Took it anyway. Get my 732. Eat Gauss rifle. Again, at this point, I'm really looking for stability damage. I do not want to move up too far because those turrets are there. Turrets absolutely suck. I gotta get my Atlas there. Turrets, have unlimited ammo. And depending on what they are, they can be really fucking ugly, so. Let's see what we can do here. 46% there. I'm still going to go for it. Even if I miss, it's good enough to do the stability damage to knock him over. Which was my goal. Normally I wouldn't waste the morale on that, but it was a win-win. We will move forward. Let's see. Yeah, nobody else can get into it. Actually, he's in range now. Yes, of course. Heat. The LRMs don't do enough damage. So after I take him out, I'm going to sit everybody down and have them sit there while I wait for their... let's see. Maybe it's a direct line too. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take him down before he can stand back up again. Actually, he's down, so he should stand up the next initiative phase. So, the problem I had there, well, obviously, in this canyon, I can't get everybody who can get a shot at him, which is fine. Being forced to use my missiles and those standoff weapons meant that everybody's heats dropped, so... Jesus. He's very dead. That was an alpha. This Atlas is running so cool. I'm really kind of happy with. Oh, of course, he's 370 the HT, so he's like got the double heat sinks. I do want to move just out of range of those turrets. The next phase, I will move 2 mechs up into range so that we can take that turret out in one phase before it gets a chance to fire. So I'll give up, drop this heat. Yeah, she is running hot. I think we might go... Still out of range of those turrets. And you saw that heat drop. That's good. These two are low on heat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this crab forward just a little bit. Drop that heat way low. I need the Atlas to catch up. And he's just sprinted, so he is out of move. So now, this mech, the Highlander, moves forward. He has the most forgiving ammo load. So I'm going to Alpha first. This isn't too bad. An AC-20 and a couple SRMs. The turret is pretty squishy. The other mech is mostly... That first Alpha usually takes out a turret, but if it doesn't, I need somebody running back up to do those last couple points of damage. Obviously, I do not want to be in range of that turret yet, so I'm going to move him forward. And reinforcements. I do need to be careful. Reinforcements are going to happen, and I am going to be running low on ammo if I'm not careful. As you can see, I'm all down to 9 on the ACs. He's a little bit better. Okay, see, I got 7 turns of missiles and 10 turns of LRMs. He's a little bit better off. So I'm going to move him in. And turrets you always hit. So you look at that, I need to do 225 points of damage. I'm actually going to do, that'll be 10. Actually, the 4 should be enough. And I just want to do just enough damage to take it out. I definitely do not want to be wasting ammo. Turrets are auto hits. It's just, there's no sense blowing ammo that I don't need to, especially since I've got to save something for those reinforcements. We're covered by the building, so good there. At this point, I need to be careful with my... Oof. Ouch, this could be painful. I'm not in auto cannon range. Which is what I was afraid of. And yeah, these shredder turrets, these aren't too bad. The AC-20, that's quite a bit of damage. The SRMs are going to be out of range, the flammers are out of range, so it's just an AC. This Atlas, I'm really happy with the ammo load. I've got plenty. If I was going to do anything, I had another AC-20 ammo pack. So now, I was fortunate there. I'm going to step this AC, the Atlas. You looked at that turret, it's got 107 points left, 1 AC-20, 120 damage. You always hit turrets because they are stable, they don't move, so they're easy to hit and kill. I had just barely get him in range. I probably should have done it in 2 turns. I didn't double check. 2 PPCs, 4 AC-2s. It's a different turret, it didn't have as much armor. Doesn't matter. Alright, so now we see that the reinforcement is coming over here. And I have, unfortunately, as I try not to do, I split my legs. I'm going to have to try to take these 2 on the left side up through the center of the facility and take these guys over the right side. Hopefully I can get them all in range in time. I shouldn't have done that. I have a bad tendency to click those guys. So once you've selected somebody, you cannot reserve them anymore, which I wish was a change they would make. So you have to move somebody forward, you move the guy in the back. Hopefully he doesn't get too close. I see 60, 80, 80. Those things are 60. Okay. I need to move, sprint them into place. They've got enough armor. I'm not worried about taking a couple rounds of damage. The Banshees, 3Es. Really not worried about those guys. 3E. You look at them, a PPC and an AC-5. Please. That's medium bad shit. 3 PPCs, he's got to hit with those. That's probably another Banshee, maybe. There, right there. That'll be the one I'm worried about. So, I'm going to move him forward. Probably going to be in missile range. That's fine. Yeah. I am putting the 3E Banshee at the back of the priority target. He's not going to do enough damage to worry about right now. We'll leave him for last. If that 95-ton max shows up, he will switch to top priority. Just because he has the potential to actually do damage. It's not an Atlas, it's not a craft, there's about 100s, but it could be something to deal with. This guy is still only in missile range. So I'll stack up a little bit of stability for him. Oh, a Zeus. So, you know, Not really worried about him. AC5, a large laser, LRM-15. We've got enough armor to outlast all these guys. But now, we actually have the potential to get in close enough to actually start taking them out. So, I believe that should give me access to the center torso on that awesome. Yep. Probably not enough to drop him. No, he's just unsteady. And the problem I've got now is that this damn buildings are in my way. Just with the LRMs. You know, it's not enough to waste the morale for a call shot. So, I'll just use my missiles to drop him. I shouldn't have. He's got an initiative of 1. He's going to stand up the very next turn. I screwed that up. That's my bad. I want the Atlas on front. I want him pulling damage. You know, 15, 20. He's got all the armor. Out of the 3, he's only in missile range. Still 78. And everybody, all those missiles hit. That would be just enough to take him out. You know, not enough. But he's low enough now that I might be able to get away with it with a lucky shot. You know, do I try to do somebody else? What was he? Oh, another Banshee. A 3M this time. A little more of a threat. Not much. 2 PPCs, 2 M lasers. You know, still kind of a shitty choice. If I was them, I'd be pissed to be in that lance. 34. Almost. That 9 points of damage. That right there is why I have 1 medium laser on my on my Highlander. Oh no! Oh wow! He took out my gyro. I'm not so worried. I've still got 137 points of health on that spot with the center torso, so. And they are already running into heat problems. Ooh, that crap is really taking a beating. I will back him off. Just because that's something I do not want a part of. There's no sense risking the pilot. That awesome. His center torso is so low. I am actually going to let's see who it is. I'm going to let the missiles just go for random targets and see what they can hit. I think that Zeus is who I want to aim for. So I'm going to do multi-target. I'm just going to keep chucking one little missile at that awesome. Somebody will get a lucky hit on that center torso and he'll drop. Yeah, let me do that. I'll do the Bs. The SRM6. And nobody can still hit that damn center torso. I need to be careful. You see those little red circles? Once you kill the last mech, the dropship will come down there, and if you are standing there, it will kill you. Why your own pilot would not wait the 4 seconds it would take you to get out of the way, you don't know. Now, he's got bulwark, so I don't have the luxury of splitting my fire. So we'll just knock over this Zeus. And then I'm going to take this little guy, try and get him behind those buildings. Turn it off to the side so he's not exposed. Yeah. I'm concerned about him being around, so I'm going to blow ammo on him to try to take out the Zeus. There we go. We almost didn't make it. Another shot to the arm. For once, their little sayings are actually true. Yes, this is what I was afraid of, now that she's taking quite a bit of damage. Everyone's going to pile on. Oh! Mech shut down. Freebies! Alrighty. Let me start with the highlighter. That mech is shut down, which means it is free call shots. Which would be a waste. This one. Again, the Awesome's got 1 shot left. This Banshees, I'm not worried about. I do want the called shots here. He's about to drop. Heat's getting a little high. Now, this Atlas, I gotta make sure I'm out of there. I do not want to have the dropship land on me. I've had it happen too many times. You expect combat to last 1 more turn, and it doesn't. You end up dying for some silly reason. Now, 9. I'm not going to waste those ammos. I've got enough ammo left to kill the last mech, so I'm just going to go for overkill. Let all those missiles go, and of course the very first missile does the job, but better to be safe. He does not have enough damage, you know, the PPC and the AC-5 to take out my torso. He could drop an arm, but we can do some serious damage. And his one little PPC did not hit. So, neater. I'm going to put my Atlas in front. Actually, it's melee time. Just because I can. Well, what the heck. It's rare for me to actually have a chance to be close enough to do melee attacks. Although, I should stop screwing around. I don't want him to actually have the opportunity to... Okay. I'm going to back off on some of this. Now he's knocked down. Now he will get up on phase 1. But I have one crab left, who of course is running in a shutdown because I've been screwing around. 98 points there. One auto cannon should do it. Can I get both of them? I can get both of them. There you see, there's that dropship. You always want to be careful of that dropship. 14 rounds. I did not run out of ammo. I was dancing around heat on a couple of mechs, but no problems at all. I had one mech that took some damage. I'm going to have to spend some time in the bay. I've got a replacement, so it's no big deal. I will show you salvage, and then I will close this recording and see what happens. Again, we got some dead time here as it loads. You know, a little bit of money here. So, you know, we can see nobody's injured. You know, we did take some damage here. That gyro's dead. Actually, I'll show you the gyro replacement. So, I already have 2 slots of Banshee, so I'll take those. I don't normally take 2 rare anything, but that's plus 20 damage. If I start running low on 3 pluses, that's the next one I want. The other one, plus for accuracy, I'm not so worried about accuracy. SRM 6, again, plus 2 damage, that's a good one. Arm mods, I do not use. I don't do enough melee to worry about it. But heat sinks, some jump jets, TTSs, I don't know, I just think they're kind of a waste of tonnage. So now, I pretty much got all I want out of this. So I just go and usually take the heaviest mechs. That's all I got. A couple of enemy laser. I got an arm mod. Nothing I'm going to use. escort and rescue missions, knowing the map is more important than speed. I've seen most of the maps by this point, so I know kind of where the tanks are going to come from and where they're going to go, so I can actually be ahead of them. One of the problems with this game is the way the missions are set. You go, you take over, and you occupy a facility, and then it spawns the tanks you have to escort, but it doesn't tell you where they're going to spawn from before you get there, or where they're going to go to. I've had it happen too many times where I get everybody, all my entire land's on the left side of this facility. The tanks spawn on the right side and are going off to the right, and it's like, well, now I have to try and catch up to them, and the damn tanks are ahead of me the entire time, riding in danger. Come here, Itchy. So my barracks, I think everybody is, it's got that message that I have people to train, but I don't think I actually do. I think everybody's at max. Oh, somebody was training. Oh yeah, she was sitting for a while. Doesn't really much matter which one. I don't use much of either. The +3 health makes it more survivable, but I don't expect anybody to end up in that kind of danger. I don't much use indirect fire, so whatever. Oh, before we go, that Banshee, I despise. Look at their abilities. 1 autocannon and 2 lasers. Really? That's some medium mech shit. So he goes off to be stored. I do like the lore when they hit those. These are actually true. I don't know about true, but the lore is actually like along with the the cannon, which is kind of nice to see. So it's a +3 hit defense, which is I am going to replace it either stability damage or hit defense. I don't usually run into stability problems, especially because I've got my Master Tactician. I can reserve and drop stability damage, so the hit defense is actually just stops you from taking hits. And you can see 150. He sits at 150 in all the spots, which is still plenty of armor. You saw what kind of damage he took. 150 was enough. You know, what do we got? 3-7 heat sinks. Pretty good. If I was going to make any one change, I would probably add 1 more AC-20 ammo. You know, the LRM's enough, the SRM's enough. You know, I get 100 rounds there, so I got 10 rounds of this. 120, I got 12 rounds for the LRMs, 10 rounds for the SRMs. The AC-20s are really the problem. I've got 15 rounds, and 2 of them, it gives me about 7. It's really not quite enough. But I just don't, I'd rather have the gyro here. So, I mean, I could drop, I'm really hesitant to drop the armor any more than I already have. So, I just have to be careful with my ammo. So, there's that. And like I said, he took all that damage. He's going to be out for 3 days. And I've got another king crab I can put right in his slot and not miss a beat. So, that was my mission. This is my first test, and we will see how it goes. So, thanks for watching.